Hello, and welcome to another video. So it's summertime, so there's a lot more meals being cooked, okay? So this day I just decided to throw together a little something. I like to use this little steamer. It's a little silicone steamer, and I just sit it in some water, some boiling water, and I'm just gonna cover that and let it steam while I cook the other portion of this meal. And then also have some potatoes. I'm gonna be like roasted potatoes that I'm just putting in the air fryer. And then I'm going to start cooking the pork chops. Now, I have not bought pork chops in years, okay? I don't usually buy pork chops, but they were on sale, girl. Have you seen the price of groceries? So it's pork chops today, okay? And even when I do buy pork chops, I usually don't eat them. Baby, I ate them this day. They were very good. And I just didn't season them. Like the bell peppers and the onions I used as my seasoning. I didn't put it in like extras on top. I didn't, fry them in butter or none of that kind of stuff. I just cooked them just like this, and they were delicious. Close the refrigerator though. So I guess it was smelling good because Kennedy came in the kitchen and said she wanted some of the pork chops. So I didn't give her any potatoes or anything like that. She decided to get her an orange, and I am going to portion everybody's plate out correctly and also give her some pork chops. So at this point, I knew that I wanted to do my nails, but I also knew my cart was a mess. So I'm just going to take some time and organize my cart before I make an Amazon purchase for some extra stuff. I've been telling you guys a while, and you probably know this, girl, the price of stuff, like me getting my nails done, it's just not the move right now, okay? I'm not saying I'll never go and get them done again, but right now, in this particular time in life, it's not the move. So I have a lot of products. I'm going to go ahead and throw this builder gel away because it's hard for me to use, especially on my non-dominant hand, and I don't want gel and stuff all over my skin. So I decided to go with a different system that was easier to use. Now, I didn't buy all this stuff all at once. I have been collecting this stuff for a little while now. I usually like to just do regular polish on my nails. The gel polish doesn't really work well on my natural nails. It comes off, or I'm not doing the prep right, one of the two. And I used to buy fingernail polish from the Dollar Tree, but it doesn't last. So I just stopped buying the cheap polish and just save and just pick up polishes here and there. So this is my little collection, and y'all know Kennedy loves to get her nails polished, so she uses it as well. I don't use gel polish on her nails. I use I have a non-toxic one, those little small bottles. So I said all that to say, this is a collection I've been working on over time. I did not just rush out and buy a bunch of polish. So I'm gonna keep talking about this, but I have just been getting rid of stuff that God's leading me to get rid of. And though I didn't do any kind of weird practices with these waist beads, I understand that even the sight of some things to other people, so what it appears to be, does matter, especially when you're being influential to other people. So even though I was just making these just because I like the way they looked, and I was having fun making them, I decided this day to get rid of them. So all of this work, girl, hours of work, I went ahead and I threw it in the trash. Hours of work and money. Let's not forget that. I threw it away because I was led to do so. And of course, in throwing stuff away, I've been taking time to organize stuff, because you'll see later on in this video, and I told you guys in the last video, I'm trying to get like daycare stuff together. So just making room, not having stuff in excess that I don't need, that I'm not using, that's dirty or broken, all that stuff. So I'm just going through this container I used to use for my resin stuff. I don't really work with resin anymore just because it's toxic, honestly, and I have to do it all outside. So I haven't done resin stuff in a while. So I'm just going through, seeing what I can use, seeing what needs to go in the trash, and making sure that everything's like clean and sanitary. So it's that time again, the time for me to make my grocery list. This grocery shopping trip, I'm actually going to get some household goodies as well. So like trash bags, dishwashing detergent, laundry detergent, all that kind of good stuff. So it's usually the grocery run that costs more money, honestly, because I can't get everything from one place like Food Town or anything like that. So I'm using this highlighter to actually code what stores I need to go and get certain products from. So Food Town, if I get it from Dollar Tree, baby, I'll get it from Dollar Tree. And while I'm over here minding my business, Kennedy's jumping on my couch. Did your mother let you jump on her couch? Comment down below. No, she doesn't sleep in my room every night, but every now and then she'll ask me, and I will say, yes, why not? And she'll decide that she wants to sleep on the floor right beside me. Okay, it's all good. It's all good. I decided to get up early and go to Ross. Ross had some good stuff. Okay, do you see this? The price of these? This Ross is the place to go to get like luxury high-end bath products. And of course, these are not like luxury high-end, but they're my favorites, and they're way cheaper at Ross. So I went ahead and got this one, and I also got the Degree because that is my favorite bath soap. Now, Ross is a place to go if you want to get press-on nails, just anything really that's like beauty related. They have skincare stuff there. Like if you want to get the good stuff without paying the high price, it's Amazon, it's Ross. Definitely I would go to Ross first, even before I went to Amazon, because you don't have to wait for it, you can pick it up. But if you have time to like sort through the stuff, baby, they be having some good stuff there, okay? Don't sleep on Ross. I usually like pick up one thing for everybody when I go out and I'm doing like shopping that's not grocery shopping. So Kennedy wanted to go get some press-on nails and some nail polish. This nail polish was actually, she polished her nails all by herself without any mess. So I like the little kid polish. So I let her get that. And then I went over here and searched for one of these little kabuki containers to organize my nail stuff. I didn't end up getting it because I realized I was just buying stuff just to buy stuff. I have enough storage at home. So I'm going to go ahead and just, get what I got. I did buy some Play-Doh for the kids, just getting little stuff one by one, not trying to overwhelm myself. We went to the next store, which was to start our grocery shopping. We're at Walmart, and as soon as we walked in the door, Kennedy already started to choose what she wants. Now, also don't sleep on Walmart. They have a discount aisle, not just for like items like toys and all that kind of stuff. They also have a discount aisle for food. So I like to check it out. My husband taught me that little trick. They have a discount bread rack. If you go early in the morning, you can get to all the discounts, all the stuff that's marked down. I like to check rollbacks at Walmart, but you can only really get to like the rollbacks on meat and like discounted items, all that kind of stuff, if you go earlier, because if you go too late, everybody's already picked through it. So I'm just loading up the grocery basket. Not too much organization today, just because I had so much stuff, and I had Kennedy, and it was like more people than there as usual. It was just a lot going on. Yes. So while Kennedy and I were grocery shopping, my husband and my son went to the game store, and they also went to pick up this kitchen set. I found this kitchen set for $35 on OfferUp, baby. Okay, don't play with it. Do not play with it. We are finding bargains and just being wise with our money and our spending. So I'm gonna go ahead and unload all the groceries. Y'all know how I do it. I bag what I can bag, like section it off. I'm gonna go ahead and wash the fruit so that Kennedy can grab and go as she chooses. And yes, that's my grocery unpacking for the day. Now, you know I'm not telling a lie when I tell you I'm not cooking on the day that I do grocery shopping. And I really just it takes everything out of you. So I went to lay down on the couch, and of course, Kenny's like, it's time to do my nails. So I'm going to go ahead and just do her nails for her so that I can relax and enjoy the rest of my day. Huh? Come on, sit down here. No, you can't sit up there. You got to sit down here. Okay, I'm not going to put them on there. Come sit down here.
Well, I got this.
Sit down.
Okay.
Now, I don't try to turn her into like a girly girl, but she does. Whenever she asks for something that's like really girly, I don't deny her either, because I realize she's watching me. So that's okay too. So at this point of the day, I actually decided to do her hair because she's going to see her grandma, and because her hair needed to be done because the ball gets tangled when it's there for too many days. So I went back to the braids with no rubber band at the top, and I love it. So the rest of this day actually consists of me putting together some lesson plans. You guys don't know this, but one of the biggest headaches for me in having the daycare before was I had to wake up at sometimes 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning to get things ready. This time around, I'm going to have everything ready. I learned that even by working at the daycare recently that I worked at, when you don't have things for children to do, you just have nothing, it's a disaster. So I am literally taking the next 2 months to plan what we're going to do every single day, as far as just curriculum and things like that. I know, every day is different, but I need to have something to do. I want to have all my printouts, all of my materials cut, anything that I need is going to be done. So you're going to see me take a lot of time to get those things together in this video. And then I decided to have myself a little lunch/dinner, just some potatoes, boiled eggs, sausage, and sauerkraut. Baby, it was delicious. And I also made myself a little tea. I didn't get that from Starbucks. I made it, girl. So while I was sleeping, my husband was up working, and this thing is huge. It was totally worth $35. He had to take it loose to fit in his car, so he just set it there and then he put it together the next day. So I'm gonna go ahead, get my morning started with a little coffee. I love this little Starbucks cup for some reason. If you know where I can get the cups that look like a Starbucks cup, like have that same little slanted lid, please let me know because I would love that. So, baby, I'm making my own coffee, and you cannot tell me it's not giving Starbucks because it is. It actually tastes better than Starbucks. Like, what's a day in my life without cleaning? The cleanliness of my home, the upkeep of my home is very important to me. So I'm going to go ahead before I sit down and do my little self-care. While I'm waiting for Amazon to deliver my stuff, I'm going to go ahead and clean up. We back at it, y'all. I'm multitasking. I am trying to delete some stuff from my Amazon cart on one hand and print out some stuff and then also laminate all at the same time. Like, it's literally a multitasking frenzy. But like I said, I want to make sure to have all the materials ready, and I have a lot of downtime. There's no excuses to not get things done. And as you can see on the screen here, I want to clear out my cart. So I'm clearing out all my Amazon stuff. I know I'm not the only one who just be collecting stuff in the buy later. So I'm going through, a year's worth of stuff that I don't really need. Some stuff, girl, I don't know why I put it in there. Some stuff is just me being frivolous. So I just went through and deleted everything that I do not plan on buying. I always shout HP Instant Ink out, not because I have a sponsorship, but because it was one of the best purchases. It's one of the best subscription services that I have. It's worth it. They send you the ink when your printer is low. I signed up for paper recently as well, so I don't have to worry about like running to the store when my ink is low, all that kind of stuff. All that's a hindrance, okay? Because most of the time when you see the price of ink, you say, I don't need it, but I really do need it. So I'm just going ahead and print out my stuff. So I have a little quiet moment because, hold on. Kennedy's going with my husband to see her grandma, and that's exciting. Come on, I'm seeing a lot of grandmas these days, and it's exciting. That's another story for another day, but I'm just taking a quick moment. I'm here in my closet, as you guys know. These are the little things that I worked on. I have not cut them out, and then I have this board right here. Let me show it to you. I have this board. And that's actually, I believe I'm going to like cut it in half and just use a part of it because two of them might be just too big. So that's the board that I'm going to use. But I just wanted to come and sit down because I haven't got a chance to chat with you guys. I've been talking throughout the video, obviously, but I haven't got a chance to chat with y'all. So yeah, right now I'm waiting on Amazon to deliver my stuff so I can do my nails. But in the meantime, like, I have some work that I need to get done. And even though it's not what I really want to be doing on my like off time, I got to get it done. So my plan is to, start enrolling children and all that kind of good stuff pretty soon. I'm going to try, I don't know. I'm gonna have to pray about it, honestly, and chat with you guys about like the timeline. I plan on doing things because I know some of you guys have been asking me about how do you open a daycare and all that kind of stuff, in-home daycare specifically. So I want to be as helpful as possible. Also, I want to have an element of privacy, but it kind of is what it is at this point. This is just something though that is so crazy. Like, y'all know, I was just working at a daycare again, and me being at the daycare for that very short amount of time, like, it kind of like, it just like, it ignites something in the inside of me again. And I'm like, Lord, if you wanted me to just if you wanted me to do it, why you just didn't, like, just give me a clear sign? Like, this is it. It's like, I don't know. Even, you remember, you guys, I told you guys I was supposed to have a house guest. Now, for no other reason did I want to move my sofa into the other area. But once I got wind that someone had a need, it then pushed me to rearrange. Like, I'll rearrange my life for someone having a need because I know what it feels like. I know what it feels like to have a need and not have anyone to meet it. So I'm always like, of course, I pray about it. I ask God for wisdom. I use discernment in meeting needs. But if someone has a need, you better believe I'm not just gonna be like, girl, that ain't none of my business. So because I had this person that had a need, I was like, okay, I'll move the couch out of the way, and then me and my husband work it out. We'll rearrange things. Well, obviously the guests didn't come. They wanted to do something else, and that's fine too. But in moving that out of the way, it then put me back in the headspace of like, God kept speaking to me every time I walked past that space, like, you can open this daycare, right? Like, you can get this thing started, right? And I'm like, keep trying to talk about like, oh, I can just go work at a daycare where I can just, I don't want to deal with people in my home. I don't want to do all that over again. And it just goes to show you the sovereignty of God and the way that he so gently deals with us. You know what I mean? Because he knows me. There's no other reason that only somebody needing to come to my house would I have moved that sofa out of the way. Not even for my own gain. It had to be for someone else. So I say all that to, kind of give you a little, I guess, backdrop on what's going on as much as possible. It doesn't really matter, because the only reason I'm sharing this with you is because I want you to look at your life and say, God, am I doing what you called me to do? Realizing that someone else's life is connected to what you're supposed to be doing. Okay, sure, there's a lot of foolishness. There's a lot of riffraff. I know there's going to be people who, want to bring their kids to my daycare because it's affordable and things like that. And God's going to give me the discernment to weed through all that. I'm going to be back at the place that I'm supposed to be at, serving the people that I'm supposed to serve. And I want you to do the same thing, okay? Because together, I'm telling you, the Lord ain't playing, okay? The Lord ain't playing. The wrath of God is real. The Lord is not playing. And the climate of the world has changed so drastically that you better get your house in order, okay? You better get it in order quickly, and you better get to doing what you're supposed to be doing. Tomorrow isn't promised. Tomorrow's not promised. And baby, I would rather be working on what God told me to be working on before my time is finished than to be doing complete and total nonsense. So like I said, yeah, girl, I want to get my nails done. I wanted to get my nails done, first of all, but every time I leave the nail place, I'm, the first time I got my nails done, so we're switching gears since we talked about that, right? The first time I got my nails done, it was those little watermelon nails. Loved them. The second time I got them done, I mean, they're cute, but I had to come home and like do a few things, which is fine. I'm not being picky. I'm just saying, if I'm gonna have to come home and do a few things, I could do it all myself, and then I could save that money and pour that money into, daycare stuff, because that's the name of the game right now. So, yeah, I can put that money elsewhere. So I'm gonna do my nails. Hopefully I get to do them, before Kennedy comes back, so I can enjoy a little time by myself. But while I'm in here, I'm gonna actually get this little foot bath, so I can wash this out and get to doing my feet. Okay, all right. So while I'm waiting on my stuff to come, I'm gonna go ahead and get my little foot bath together. I like to do stuff very affordable. Like, no tea, no shade to anybody else, but I can't afford to be doing all that all the time, okay? Yet and still, I do not want to walk around with my feet crusty, okay? I like do my husband's feet as well, and he has larger feet, and the little spa bath that I used to have and the kind that they usually sell, his feet don't fit in, so I bought this little thing from, I believe it's actually the kitty litter pan. Don't tell nobody, okay? It's a cheap kitty litter pan, so it was very inexpensive, yet it's large enough for his feet to fit in, and yeah, so I'm putting a little Epsom salt in there, my degree, because the degree makes great bubbles, and I'm making myself a little foot spa. definitely giving foot spa. It's giving spa day. It's giving at-home nail salon with perfect customer service, because the customer service provider is me. Okay, so while I'm soaking my feet, I'm actually going to go ahead and start to take that top layer off my nails, so that when my acetone comes, I can just soak these nails off really easily. Then Amazon came with my package, so I decided to rollerblade to the mailbox. I know, a little bit childish, but it's also very fun and also a good workout, and I love rollerblading. If you haven't tried it in a while, baby, you should try it again, okay? So I'm going ahead and checking for my package. I got everything, and I am rolling back home. So I didn't realize it, but the acetone is not going to come until Sunday. So you're going to see a little later in this video, I had to go to Walmart the next day to pick it up, because the acetone that I have over there, the little purple one, it came from the Dollar Tree and it did not take off my nails. So I still worked on it as much as possible. One hand I just went ahead, the other hand, like the hand I'm using right now, I actually just popped the nails off, and I didn't want to ruin my nails like that. I didn't like that. Even though it didn't hurt, I don't want to ruin my nails either. I want them to stay long and healthy. So I just decided to do the right thing and wait for the acetone for the other hand. If you want like a more natural look, honey, the dip polish is the way to go. No, it's not perfect, especially because this is the hand, like this is my dominant hand, so it's the hardest hand to work on, but it's really giving cute, sis. Like, don't lie. It's giving cute. It's not giving thick and clunky. And then here's the hand that I soaked off as much as I could. I filed down a little bit, but without ruining my natural nail, but I'm gonna have to wait till I get the acetone. So of course I had it on my mind early this morning that I was going to go get that acetone, and I said, you know what, I could take a walk while I'm at it. So I went ahead, put on my running shoes, and I decided to head out the door. Such a beautiful morning, honey. When you wake up early, before the kids wake up, before everyone gets going, it's just such a beautiful experience. I actually decided, you know what, why don't I do favor while I'm out here instead of going work out? Why don't I make a little money? And then I realized that I actually didn't have no gas, so I had to stop by the gas station and get some gas. And then when I started running favor, I'm like, so y'all really just not gonna pay me enough money for this to make sense? Girl, I did one favor and then headed to Walmart to go pick up my acetone and take my butt to the house, because the way gas is $34.19 for my Kia Forte, baby, favor gonna have to come up with, like, they're gonna have to pay a bit more. This specific run right here, like I said, it was the one and only run that I did. A case of water and 2 cases of Lipton tea, honey. It took a while. It took like 3 minutes for me to deliver it all. I didn't bring my wagon because I didn't know I was going to be doing, like, that wasn't my plan when I left the house. But anyways, I dropped everything off. I like doing it sometimes. It's fun. If you have to do it, it's definitely a thing. But if it doesn't make sense gas-wise, baby, it just don't make sense. And I decided to put you guys in my hand and take you on my little journey to deliver the last item, which was this case of water. The good thing about favor is that you can get your payout instantly, so that's always a nice thing. So I went ahead, transferred that to my bank account, and headed over to Walmart. Now I was looking for these Velcro strips for the project that I'm working on for the little kids calendar, but at $20 it's gonna stay right here, and I'm gonna go on Amazon and order 300 of them for $8. That's what I'm gonna do. So that's what I did. I also just went and tried to find some other things. This said 98 cents, but when I got to the register, it was almost $7, and I went ahead and put it back. And I also was like today years old when I found out that you could get long pads that don't have to be overnight. So I went ahead and got the long regular version, didn't even know that was a thing, and then decided to get what I actually came in here for. Now, this is the one that I order from Amazon. It's probably in a larger thing because it actually costs more on Amazon. But I went ahead and got this soak off version. And when I tell you it soaked my nails off like in 5 minutes, okay? 5 minutes. So I would definitely, if you're a gel wearer or anything like that, buy the soak off one. All of this stuff over here is overpriced, okay? So I'm just going to go ahead and say that. Check on Amazon, check on Temu, check at Ross before you buy something here. But this is my favorite gel polish, and it's on rollback. As you can see, the people have purchased it all, and that's okay. But that Insta Dry by Sally Henson is my favorite polish. Here's the dip kit that I have. It's $20 at Walmart, and I think my husband paid a little over $20 for me to get like 30 colors, so I wouldn't buy that here either. And then I went over to the bath thing just to make myself laugh, because if you want any of this, you can, one, make it, or two, go to Ross. It's so much cheaper. This thing is not even filled up, and baby, it's giving $10. And then as I looked a little closer, I said, look what they're telling the people. There's nothing anti-cellulite about this. Booty, and one says like something else. You see that? You see the name on that? I don't like what they're doing to the people's minds. I don't like how they're trying to deceive the people, okay? And what people wear shea butters, I'm gonna leave that alone, okay? So I'm here. I'm gonna go ahead and gather up all my stuff, go in the house so I can finish my project, which is my nails, so I can get to my other project, which is the circle time calendar. This is the only way you need to be doing a soak off. If you don't have warm water with your soak off, baby, you're gonna be sitting there all day, and it's doing too much. It's really doing too much. You need to get one of these. I think it was a little over $4 on Amazon. You can get them on Temu as well. You're gonna have to wait a little longer. I wanted my nails done now, but this thing had my nails soaked off in about 5 minutes. No joke. Now, you know, whenever I'm doing a service for myself, I have to make a whole experience, because that's the kind of thing I would want when I pay for it, which is why I feel some type of way about paying for it and then not getting good service, because I give myself good service at home. So all that being said, all that out of the way, I'm going to turn on my headphones, watch me a little sermon, watch me a little video, listen to me a little music while I do these nails. Look at them. They're so beautiful. And after I did my nails, I stuck to my plan, to my goal, which was to finish this calendar. I'm not quite done it yet because I have to wait for the Velcro dots to come from Amazon, which I think is going to be here tomorrow. You guys will see that on the next video. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it inspires you to reach forward, press forward toward the thing that you're supposed to be working on, no matter the budget, no matter what the day looks like, okay? As always, if you have a question, ask a question, and I'll see you in the next video.